Hello, welcome to the MineTrek.net game server. I'm currently outside the Enterprise TOS. TOS for the original series. And I'll slow down here a little bit so we can do our little pan around the ship. Hopefully the chunk will load. Tick tock, tick tock. Anyways, the bomb's over here and he's been working on her a little bit. I think he moved the he moved the hangar door out for us. Thank you to Bomb. He's our Klingon friend over there hovering in the distant skies. The nacelles on the TOS are, I believe, now completed, as are the nacelles, I believe, on the Enterprise A. Woot. And get rid of that for now. But the Enterprise TOS is a ship that was originally started, I believe, with Lupus and or Linux, excuse me, Linux and BrainPan, and they did a nice job on the exterior, bar none. Beautiful work as far as the exterior goes, but when it came to the interior, oh my God. Yeah, it was bad. It needed to be addressed. So what I did is I started to work on it, and I took it off the server, cut it in half. When I cut it in half, I realized that we were screwed. The entire ship had to be rebuilt from the ground up. I was not against Brain or any of the guys that worked on it. It was just that there was just so much stuff in the way that the only way to do it was a fresh restart. So that's what we did. We did a nice fresh restart, and M. Heller imported a clean hull for us, and I panicked to bomb myself, and I think a couple other guys. I'm sorry, I don't recall who all was involved. Took a couple hours, and we cleaned up the hull, and then did some other work on her, as the older videos can show. But now she's come along quite a ways. The old gal's looking good indeed. And what I like most about this ship is the fact that, gotta turn on the hand here, so that the piston doors work really smooth now. I love that. I'm going to turn off Gamma Bright again. But we're in the main cargo area of the ship. And I gotta say, the detail in here is pretty nice. Here's the hangar bay, of course, complete with a shuttle. Anyways, as you'd come in, you'd land and have a nice little entryway here. Walk to the lift. Granted, you know, the show was a bunch of set pieces, and this is an actual ship itself. So there are going to be some differences between the actual ships and the set pieces you've seen on the show. That can't be gotten around, because when they built the sets, they were built in Hollywood on a soundstage. They weren't built to be, you know, like they were truly inside of a starship. So they don't match up. Like the NX, I believe the NX was designed so that the sets were designed as if they were parts of the interior of the ship, and it's the only series that actually did that. And the lesson wasn't learned with the new movies, unfortunately, because the new movies, again, they revert back to, hey, this looks cool, let's just use this. And then when you try to incorporate what they use into the actual ship design, it don't work. It no work. The Enterprise here is no exception, being the first of the actual starships itself. We've ran in, obviously, design issues, because, you know, you can't have a really long hallway on a ship so narrow through these areas here. So then when they designed the blueprints for it, I think everyone kind of figured that out, and over the years, as the blueprints have been updated and revised, the ship herself, you know, people started to understand that set pieces are not functional, and when you try to make a functional design based off of set pieces, you're going to fail pretty much every time. Again, the exception being the NX-01. But this is where the shuttles would come, and they would be lowered down into shuttle parking. And down here we have a total of, I think this ship comes with 12 shuttles, but I'm not sure. I'd have to double check the stats. But right now it's got 8 or 7 shuttles right now. It could carry more, you know, easily, but I could move this back further and put some in here. But this is the Aft Torpedo Launcher. It doesn't have any torpedoes in it currently. I'm going to probably update this to use in one of the newer textures. It looks like a conveyor belt system. I'm borrowing that from Shadow Viper's Steam Runner build. I thought it was pretty darn cool. Anyways, of course, this is where they would load the cargo bay. And down here is where they keep their work bees or their repair bees or bots. Again, I have plenty of room back here as additional cargo storage and stuff like that, but I could easily, if I wanted to, push this wall back further and put even more shuttle parking down here. It's definitely tall enough for it. In fact, I might run that by Impeller and see what he says. You know, push the work bees further back, but right now it's set to the actual deck plans with some minor modifications. Those being that the lift actually goes all the way down. In the deck plans it does not, but it just seemed logical to do it that way. And here we are again back here. And I will go up here and we'll take a look around up here real quickly. Again, there's some things that are missing because we haven't decided how to do the doors yet. If we're going to have them as plain doors or what. We have a new resource pack, and a lot of the new resource stuff has been used, but we just haven't gotten around to updating the TOS here yet. Here's the warp coil designed by iPanic, or warp engine designed by iPanic. Here's one of the actual modifications that I did for Jeffrey's tube. It seemed like a smart idea to do, given the fact that we see them go down and up, and unfortunately if you go down in the deflector room, and it didn't seem to make a lot of difference, and it wasn't in the deck plans, so it was a modification. And here we are in main engineering. The flooring here has been changed to blue. It works. I think it should have been a gray, but blue's fine. Like I said, this is a work in progress, so a lot of it's being updated and revised as we go. But it does look like main engineering, which is really nice. The new borrowed textures are looking pretty good where they should be at. Up here is a catwalk area. And leads up into this area here, which is emergency suits and lockers, and has a little elevator access. The Jeffries tubes have not been updated yet for the TOS, but they soon will be. This area here, I believe, is cryo tanks and pumping mechanisms. Outstanding. Some work has been done, it looks like. We have a new hatch here, and where this goes, it goes up here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of work has been done up here, along with sky bridge and glass work. Very nicely done. Very nicely. Good idea. This looks like a lot more detail's been added up in here. Again, we'll update the Jeffries tubes to use some of the new some of the new resource packs. Blocks. Little work area here with another little ladder going down. Kind of neat. That's a pretty cool idea, actually. Good use of space there. Looks like these appear to be batteries of some kind. Oh. Some more work has been done through here, which is really nice. This, of course, is the Jeffries tube directly above the engineering area of the ship. And this, as you can see, is the drop-down point. Turbolifts. It's kind of funny. If this wasn't here, there would be no direct turbolift access to this deck, which is kind of odd, because this is definitely not in the deck plans. It was just something I put there because it seemed like a good thing to do. It seemed like a smart thing to do. And here we are in this deck. Not labeled on deck plans, so it doesn't really have much going on in it. Yes. This is going to be some part of the ship we don't know. Anyways, what I wanted to show you real quick was as I said, we're using the new resource pack. So let's go take a look and see what it looks like. I started work up here, so I don't know if it's going to work or not, but anyways, there it is. Trying to make it look like the Enterprise in the television show. Got a nice little spacing going here. Hey, it's bombers. He's so much faster than me because he's a Klingon. Or maybe it was that pizza I had for lunch. Slow down, dude. Yo. Hey. Where you going? He wants to show me something. Or, I don't know. Stay with him and see where he goes. Bomb. The Bomb was also in the movie that featured Notch. Yeah, this is the guy right here. He's in there with Notch, or excuse me, in there with Halcoon. The movie that had Halcoon in it. Oops, those are missing. Gotta fix those. Yeah. Press the red launch button. So, I'm gonna go outside here and see if he falls. Oh, darn it. Forgot to activate the door. And I fall to my death. I love how the new piston, how the new redstone works in the latest version. What the? I guess the server has a couple of people on it. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has just been a real quick run around the Enterprise TOS on the MineTrek.net game server with my friend DeBomb, who just disappeared again. Anywho, hope to see you on. Talk to you later. Bye.